This video is going to be for those of you who are debating on switching over to an iPhone. Now, as a lifelong user of Android, this is my first couple months actually using an iPhone and I'm starting to miss some features. So let's go over the top features that I find that are missing from the iPhone that I used to have on my Android. So let's start with the most convenient thing from my last phone, and that was the undo button. Now, the undo button doesn't exist on iPhones. They use nothing but swipes and gestures to undo anything, which a lot of the times isn't as convenient as just having a dedicated button at my fingertips to undo any action that I wanted. This button can be used for anything, and as you probably know as an Android user, you use it quite often. But in iPhones, it can be different based on the scenario or the app that you're using. Sometimes it is actually built into the app as a back button, and usually that's at the top left corner, so it's kind of far away from your fingers. And then there's other options you can do, like shaking the phone to undo something. But I don't think anyone's actually ever used that feature seriously. Something you'll likely immediately notice when you get your iPhone is all the apps are magnetically stuck together on your home pages. You can't have any separation gaps between them. Where on my Android phone, I can kind of organize a page and put certain apps in the corner, others in a different corner, and not have to fill the whole page with apps. This is impossible to do on the iPhone right now. They clearly want a certain look for their phone, and I just don't like this lack of customization that they take away from the user. Another thing you might want to note is that the actual dock on the bottom only allows you to use 4 apps, where I'm used to having actually 5 down there, so I had to take one of my apps that I use quite often and kind of move it to a different page. Transferring files. Now, in my opinion, Android makes this way easier. It's pretty much like you're just plugging in a thumb drive. For iPhones, you can't do this. You either have to go through iTunes or iCloud to upload files to your phone. Once you drag them over, they're not under your gallery. They're in your Apple TV app for whatever reason, and you have to go under Home Videos, and then you can find all the videos you've actually put on your phone. And lastly, we're going to talk about just software in general. I'm just going to group a lot of these little things together because it all comes down to just the operating system and how stuff is organized. So to start, you actually have 2 drop-down menus now on newer iPhones, depending if you swipe on the right side or the left side of the phone. The left side will give you notifications, which in its own situation is very messy in my opinion, and the right side is where you actually get different controls for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And that kind of brings me to my next point as well. Just little things like this, opening up your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth settings, you have to hold down and press, and then hold down and press again to actually get to where you can select a Wi-Fi or a Bluetooth device. I don't know why this isn't just one tap or one press. It's very, very annoying when you're trying to get something in a hurry, and I'm so used to just being able to immediately open up my Bluetooth or Wi-Fi settings. Next little software gripe I have kind of went away actually, because the new iOS 16 is actually introducing this, and that's haptic feedback with your keyboard. They've never had this, and I can't even remember an Android I had that didn't have this. It's a very simple feature, but they've decided just now when iOS 16 is coming out, and by the time you watch this video, it's probably already out on your phone, you actually can enable this now. So I kind of have to remove this one from my list because they did end up adding it. And lastly, here I have is a very easy one, battery percentage. For whatever reason, you can't see your battery percentage unless you scroll down on one of your notification menus. There just isn't an option to have it always listed at the top. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, guys, and leave a comment below with any features that you think I might have missed or something else you want to talk about. I'll see you all in the next one.